What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into Chase Games, and today I am here to brag that I finally, and yes, I understand it's really not that much of a feat anymore, but I finally beat one of the Expert Eternal Roads, and I got my UR ticket, Barbados, and I barely cried at all during the process, because I really hate hard stages like this, where you have to keep resetting over and over and over and over and over again. I hate it. I was a total baby the entire time, but I got through it, guys. I'm here to teach you guys about what I've learned about like both Expert Road and just kind of the AI in this game in general. I don't know exactly how the AI works, but I've picked up some things. I played another very similar grid-based strategy game. Not very, somewhat similar, okay, grid-based strategy game. And in that game, way more often than this, the difficult content was about predicting the AI, knowing how it works, and abusing that. And that is how you beat Expert Eternal Road. It is mostly about abusing the AI. Apparently some whales can just put in their best units, triple limit broken, and auto it, but it sounds like it barely worked. But first off, I need to say that I did not beat this on my own. I followed a guide, basically step by step. I deviated a little bit at the end, and I put in some of my some different units, and I'm going to touch on that. But I did it. Okay, I took it down finally, but I followed SCat's guide. Now, SCat has his own YouTube channel. I highly suggest that you guys subscribe, because I will never do guides like this. If there's one that's very easy to follow, I might do it myself on my channel and give credit to whoever it is, but I will never be figuring these things out by myself. So this is, yes, SCat, okay. I followed his Expert Eternal Road 1, No Gotcha, UR Zeta P3, and SP. So this does have the middle stage, so the non-limit broken UR Zeta P3, okay, that you get from the Ultimate Development. So that's the one that you put 1,000,000 capital into. And then his G-Quux, the Omega Saikamu, that is limit broken. But there seem to be a lot of guides that do that. So if you still have SP conversion chips available, not only is the G-Quux very useful when you are going to be looking at free-to-play guides, if you're not a whale, you do often want to choose units that the community as a whole has deemed worthy of it, because when you follow guides, they're going to use those units. And the G-Quux is just so powerful from launch that it just is crazy not to G convert it, or SP convert it. So you will need that for this, but you might be able to swap something else out. We're going to talk about substitution in a bit. All right, so that's his first. So he's got the Red Gundam, Quinn Mantha, the O. I will say that they really don't do anything other than survive 2 hits. Or sorry, they survive 1 hit each. So they take a hit and live. They have to do that twice. The G-Quux, the triple attack, the double chance step, is never taken advantage of 1 time, but you did need sway. Okay. And then this guy just had the pilot mash has range +1 temporarily. He has a +1 range, targeting range +1, and he has a range 4 attack, so he does 5. So this guy, so they put the support pilot on him. He really doesn't do a heck of a lot. If you've got a good range 5 unit, you can put that in, and you can put him in with a better supporter. Do make sure that when you start deviating from the guide, and one thing about my boy SCat, play the video on 0.5 to 0.75 playback, because this boy moves fast. God, you can't keep up with him at normal speed. So make sure you slow it down, because he does a lot of important things. I can't even snap that fast. as far as opting out of attacks, defending. There's one point when you use Quinn Mantha and the O. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself here. But when you use Quinn Mantha and the O, the Quinn Mantha cannot take the hit second. Quinn Mantha needs to take the first hit, not the second. Not because he has any extra defensive bonuses, but just because the MP increase that the boss will get will make him one-shot Quinn Mantha. So you need to make sure that the O takes the first hit, or vice versa. I can't recall. And then let's look at the second. Yeah, so this is Psycho Gundam. This, as far as replacing this one, I did replace the pilot. He needs to survive 2 hits. The pilot does utilize Force Guard. Psycho Gundam, I believe, has a beam negating, not complete, but beam diminishing passive. It doesn't need to be a unit that has double defending or anything like that. Like the dude from Iron-Blooded Orphans, I can't remember his name, Mitsu something. But he just needs to be able to take 1 hit twice, or he needs to be able to take 2 hits and survive. Zeta Gundam is a damage dealer. This one I replaced. Doesn't have to be too special. I don't think the pilot does anything special. The pilot does have a damage boost passive, but if you put a stronger unit in, it's hardly going to matter. And then the Quebly, I think all the Quebly does is die. I think the Quebly takes... Sorry, the Quebly takes 2 hits. It does survive a hit. Yeah. So he has to survive 1 hit. Oh, and... yeah, sorry, the Zeta. The Zeta actually takes a hit and survives. So you're going to need to survive, or you're going to have to use a stronger unit with a pilot with sway. But either way, Zeta is going to take a hit in this video. But anyway, that's just about substitutions. Let's go in. I'm going to take a stab at it. I'm not going to re-record this video if I lose or screw up. But let's go in, and I'll show you the team that I used. And this is long-winded as usual. So you can see I kept Red Gundam, I kept Quinn Mantha, I kept the O, I kept the G-Quux, and instead of just to get a little more damage, or to reduce the RNG of missing, because you can miss attacks. And the pilot for my MASH was a low level. You're going to need a high reaction sometimes, or you're going to miss a lot more and you're going to have to reset more. So I put in my Zeta Gundam, and I put a support unit on him. I put my Kira from the support Kira. And then Squad 2, I did go ahead and keep the leaders the same, the supporters. Probably might have had some better ones, but I didn't even think to mess around with it. But that was another thing. My the pilot that he was using for Psycho Gundam was a very low level. So I went ahead and just put Amuro on him. He's a much better pilot. He was taking a lot less damage. He still has Force Guard. Let me see. I kept everything the same. I went in with a lower level pilot on the Zeta P3, which did have him missing more. So the level on this pilot is going to matter quite a bit. What does this pilot do? Honestly, I don't think the pilot mattered at all for this. I think it just has to be a support pilot. And then my Zeta, I was just trying to get a little bit more damage to make up for RNG. So I went ahead and put in the Unicorn Gundam and Benager. Benager works because I had to use Sway. Again, the middle unit on this team, will have to use it. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, the positioning matters a lot. So you have to copy the positioning. And then I just kept the rest of the team. Again, I don't think the Quebly does anything other than take a hit. I don't even know if it launches an attack. So, let's go in. you definitely need to make sure that auto is all the way off, because you are going to have to change things up. All right. Again, I am copying SCAT step by step. It might vary at the end. I cannot come up with this stuff. So right now, this really takes advantage of the fact that when you are when you counter attack, the enemy is weaker defensively, just like your own units. If you notice, what's something with a shield passive? The Red Gundam has a shield passive, doesn't it? Okay, here we are. Yeah, so this is a very common ability. No. Is that on pilots? Come on. Oh, the Zeta's gotta have it. Sorry, guys. Where? Is it on the pilot? No. Come on, something has it here. This is sad. It's so common, right, guys? Okay. Well, anyway, most units take less damage when they're defending. Okay. So anyway, this takes advantage of it. We're actually not going to attack them very often. First of all, they're counterattacks. You can't have your tank defend you from a counterattack. So when you counterattack with one of your hard-hitting units, they're gonna get one shot, okay? The other thing is, yeah, they have defenses, and the Psycho Gundam is gonna take hits for it. So, yeah, it's just better to actually counterattack them. Alright. So the first move is over here, and we're just going to stand by. This guy's going to come down and stand by. He's going to come down here and stand by. He goes down there. He goes here, and we're going to use boost range level 1. And we're going to use our bit to lower defense. So it lasts one turn, so it's going to be this turn and then the enemy's turn. And we'll go ahead and do it there. And now we lowered the Psycho Gundam's defense. Alright. So this guy is going to come over here. He's going to use a skill. Now, in the video, he just uses... the Zeta Gundam actually takes a hit where the Unicorn Gundam doesn't. He's weaker. Unicorn Gundam is very weak defensively. So we're going to use Sway. And then stand by. This guy's going to go over here. Do nothing. He's going to come over here, and we're going to use Force Guard. So that'll reduce damage by 20%. And stand by. He's going to come 3 spots down, use Attack Burst because why not, and stand by. And then Quebly is going to do nothing and stand by. And then again, I mentioned before, take it all the way off auto, okay? Because you have to be able to make some decisions here. Okay, so we need the O to take the first hit. Because if you don't, Quinn Mantha dies in one hit from the other enemy, from the enemy having a higher vigor. Alright. And you can see all the counterattacks we're going to do here. Let me see. So he, let me see. Alright, so that's going to inflict damage taken from physical weapons up. Let's see. That's just going to hit hard. already did that. Okay. Yeah, so our 2 is support attacks. Oh, and so he's gonna... Okay, so he decreased defense, yeah. Alright, now, this is important. For me in this strategy, in the video, it doesn't kill. So, I actually need to... We do need to take advantage of chance step for the distance, so you don't want to kill him on this step if you're using substitutes like me. Alright, so this we are going to opt out of support defense. Okay. And he's going to do that, and he's going to take the... he's going to take a hit from both of those guys. And now we're going to let Psycho Gundam take a hit. And he missed. I don't think Psycho Gundam needs to die, so that's not a big deal. Alright, turn 2. I'm doing this from memory, so this is probably where I'm going to mess up. So let me take a minute here to go on about... Alright, so part of this is avoiding map attacks. If the enemy can hit any of your any 2 units with a map attack, that's what it's going to do. So that's why the spacing here is very important. You need to do a lot of these movements exactly. Oh, and well, Big Zam actually has a different kind of map attack. His is all out, just like the unit. But can we... Yeah. Oh, level 50. So you can see that's his map attack there. So 1 space, 3 spaces, 5 spaces, and then 7. And you can see that's how it is on the Big Zam. So 4 spaces, so it's range 4 all around him. So he does get saved for last, so you need to stay outside of his range. And the other thing that seems to... Again, I don't know exactly how the enemy works, but from what I understand, what I've heard, is that if they have an enemy right in front of them to hit, they won't move, okay? And, again, you really want to take advantage of counterattacking, so when you're using a tank unit, you actually don't want them to be right next to the enemy. You want them to be behind your hard hitter, so that your tank uses their ability to take the hit for the other unit, and then your attacker counterattacks. That's going to make a huge difference. Your tank taking hits directly, not that useful in this game. So it's not just about mitigating damage. You have to do it properly. Okay. So again, I'm just copying things here out of memory. We're going to go down 3 spots with him, I believe. Only 2. Let me just... What did he do? Oh, whatever. We'll take our chances. I think we just moved down 2. We use the attack burst again. Stand by. Quinn Mantha just comes down and does nothing. Yeah, we left 3 spaces between them. So we will use attack burst here. And again, we can't attack because he will... Yeah, he'll hit back pretty hard. Well, We might be able to get away with it, but we're not going to. Okay, I remember that we did this. Yeah, I should have had Zeta Gundam support before. Alright, so he goes there and stands by. I don't remember what these guys did. Alright, so he's got defense down from the red Gundam, I think. God, I don't remember what he did. That sounds right. No idea here. Let's try that. That looks familiar. Stay outside the range. And we'll do that. Alright. Let's see if that, Oh, wait. No, what are we doing? Oh, right. We want to come down here. Use Force Guard again and stand by. Good chance I did this wrong. Alright, so Quinn Mantha died. So yeah, Quinn Mantha literally just takes 2 hits. You just need a unit with takes a hit. Oh, Quinn Mantha actually survived? Alright, so what's going on here? Yep. Oh, I was supposed to use Sway. Yeah, I was supposed to use Sway. Oh, and the attack. That's okay, I can actually just use it. This turn. Alright, so... Oh, I think we've got to kill him first. That probably didn't help. I think I'm doing this wrong. Alright, so this is turn 2, and now we just have to kill him. This is fine. I probably should have done that. Sure. Oh, I don't think that's gonna do it. Oh, wait, who's left? Oh, him. Alright. For some reason I thought it was only turn 2 still. Alright, so we didn't do enough damage, but that's about how it goes. I screwed it up. But yeah, that's kind of how I did it. I messed something up there. Take that defeat to let you know that even when you have the right team, you really need to follow the steps exactly. If one of his units dies, yours needs to die too. Alright? When they take a hit, yours needs to take a hit. The order can matter. Again, you know, just the who takes the first hit matters because vigor is going to go up. So, yeah, I don't know. This hopefully this video helped some people. Sorry, I felt like there was more. Sorry that I failed in front of you, but again, I am not the guy for this content, and I'm not going to do it a bunch of times and then voice it over, sorry. But, yeah, anyway, my advice, how to beat it, is to find a guide. SCAT has a bunch, okay? And copy it exactly. But again, when you replace units, the enemy AI doesn't seem to focus on stats so much as just it's very lazy, so it wants to not move, and it can, if it can use a map attack, it wants to. So that's what you need to keep in mind if you start deviating from a plan. And if you replace a unit, make sure that it can do whatever he had it do. Alright? So good luck, guys. Let me know how this goes for you. If any of this advice helped you, let me know. If you think I'm dumb, I'm aware. But anyway, if it helped you, I mentioned in my last video, I am now prostituting myself out, okay? My love and adoration is for sale. I believe I have YouTube membership set up, and I also dug out my Patreon that I used a couple years ago. Links are in the description for the Patreon and the YouTube membership. I actually have no idea how that works, but there are special perks. I'll give you a special channel in the Discord once I get a few people. You get priority responses to messages and chats and stuff like that. And me will love you long time. That's a huge perk. You gonna pass on this, boys? I didn't think so. Anyway, that's enough selling myself. Good luck, guys. Let me know how it goes for you. I'll be back soon.